I saw Snapchat messages from all type of people. Mind you, he was a hoe in 2017. I mean, the biggest hoe. I took him to go to have sex with all of these other girls. Like, girl, I don't want him at all. I don't.
Watch this.
What's up, cousins? It's Sienna, and welcome back to Cece's room. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. So today, I got a little story time for y'all. It's a little story time. It's a little kind of an exposing video of myself, I guess. Like, I don't really think that I ain't even finna say all that. Anyway, basically, I'm gonna make this a long story short because maybe it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. So I'm messy. So let me just start from the beginning. So it's this girl. We're gonna call her what should we call her? We're gonna call her
Ten seconds later.
I don't want it to be mean, but I don't know what to call her.
2 very boring minutes later.
Okay, we'll call her Z. We're gonna call her Z. I don't know why that was so hard to figure out what I was gonna call her. Oh my gosh. I just got really in my head about it. Like, I was like, I don't want to be mean, but I don't know what to call her. And then I kept coming up with like male names, and I was like, well, I'm not calling her a boy. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I just like okay, anyway. So Z. So me and Z used to be friends before I got shot, right? And then after I got shot, I don't know, we just kind of like stopped being friends. Like, I don't know, like she would say, I'm gonna come see you, but then she would never come see me. And then it got like to a point where my best friend and her were no longer best friends. Like, we were all in a friend group, and then my best friend and her fell out. And then what happened between them, I basically chose my best friend because I was just like, well, you already don't talk to me, you already don't come see me, so you know I'm gonna choose my best friend regardless anyway. So right, so then last year I got back cool with her, and I was just like, you know what, I do miss you. I miss, like, you know, our friendship, like, you know, like we used to have fun and all this stuff, right? So I rekindled the relationship, and I was like, you know, so as we're talking and as we're being friends again, you know, everything is fine, everything is dandy. But again, my best friend, Z doesn't like my best friend. So, because my best friend doesn't really care about Z, like, you know, she knows that they're not cool, but she's not gonna trip about it. But I only go to Wichita every so often, right? So I was like, I told both of them, like, look, I only come out here every so often. So when I come out here, I want to have little shindigs where everybody comes, and like, I just need y'all to be, you know, cordial, neutral. Like, bro, we're grown. Like, you don't have to talk to the girl. You don't have to be nice to her. You don't even have to look at her. But I just want all of us to be in the same room. And so my best friend was like, girl, I don't care. Like, I don't care about that girl. Like, you know, we can do whatever. I don't have a problem with her. I don't know why. I don't know why she's still upset. That happened in 2018. It's 2020. Why are you still worried about it? But Z was like, I don't know, because like, she just always felt some type of way, but she would come anyway. So fast forward to, you know, it's just, you know, we're cool, and my best friend, who's a boy, is in jail. And so I told her, I was like, yeah, you know, he was talking about he does want to talk to you, da da da. She was like, oh, okay, you know, I'll talk to him. And so now they're talking, right? So she goes on his Snapchat, and on his Snapchat in 2017, bro. In 2017, there's messages between me and him, and it's basically him talking about, oh, I want to eat your cookie, I want to eat your cookie, da 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 da. And she is taking these messages as like serious accusations, like, I don't know what y'all got going on. And bro, the messages are literally him. Okay, first of all, it's like at night, he's drunk, and I am not the only person that he's texting these things to. I have his Snapchat information. I saw Snapchat messages from all type of people. Mind you, he was a hoe in 2017. I mean, the biggest hoe. I took him to go to have sex with all of these other girls. Like, girl, I don't want him at all. I don't. So she takes these messages and she's like, oh, best friends don't talk to each other like that. And I'm sending him messages talking about like, bro, you're funny. Like, all these drunken text messages, like, get off my phone. Like, that's what the stuff I'm saying to him. I'm laughing because I obviously know what's going on, bro. And I obviously know that he's texting multiple girls. It's a game at that point, because he's just texting girls in the middle of the night trying to see who's going to basically give it up. Like, it's what every male does, bro. Like, you're not finna sit here and tell me that I have something going on with him because that's my best friend. Like, girl, whatever. So anywho, she tells me like, oh, well, we're not going to be able to be friends anymore because I just don't understand what you and him got going on. I feel like it's weird and all that stuff. And I was like, what? So you're going to not talk to me because you see these messages and you think that we have something going on and we don't have anything going on, but you're still going to talk to him? Like, I don't get it. Like, I literally, like, I was on the phone with her and I was like damn near begging for her to be my friend. Like, I wasn't like saying like, please be my friend, please be my friend. But I was like pleading my case, in which I should never have to plead my case. Like, and I will never do that ever again, ever in my entire life, bro. So mind you, excuse me, this is like months of us talking about this. And she and him had only been talking, this is like last year around like March, because we stopped being friends in May. We stopped being friends in May. So they started talking in March. So March, April, May, right? March, April, May, these 3 months, I'm having to go back and forth with her and him. I even told him, I said, bro, honestly, I will stop talking to the both of y'all and live my life peacefully. And he was like, you stop talking to me? Yes, bro, because it's too much. It's too much going back and forth. Like, it's just too much. Like, I feel like I'm in y'all relationship and I'm not even in y'all relationship. Like, why? Because there was a point in time, like, I was telling him jokingly, I was like, oh my gosh, can me and oh my gosh, I told him jokingly, I was like, oh my gosh, can me and Z, what did I tell him? Oh, I said, can I scissor Z? And then he was like, what? Are you for real? And I was like, yeah. I was like, can I? And he was like, what? No. And then, like, I obviously was like joking, right? So I said it jokingly because I told him that I was gonna do it to a certain number of people, right? So at that point, he went and he told her, and she was like, I just feel like y'all are like trying to like go back and forth with me and da 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 da, like, and I just I don't know what's going on. And I was just like, what? Like, what's happening? Like, I don't understand. Like, so then I told him, I was like, why did you tell her that? Like, you knew that I was joking, so why would you tell her that? And he was just like, well, I don't know. Da, 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 da. So that's why I was like, it's too much going back and forth. Like, it's too much. Like, I'm not finna keep going back and forth with y'all about stupid stuff because I'm not even in y'all relationship and I don't understand why I'm constantly being brought up. So basically, the problem was I was his best friend. She didn't trust the best friend stuff, so she felt like we wasn't really best friends, and she felt like we basically was going to be doing stuff, or we do stuff and we just don't say that. And no, if I've ever done something with somebody, I will say what I've done and I enjoyed it. So I have not done anything. So stop telling me that. Like, you know, like I hate being accused of doing something and I didn't do it. So fast forward to when we fell out for real. So I'm talking to my best friend on the phone. We're on FaceTime. And Ham is my best friend that's in jail, right? Ham calls me and he's like, talking to me. And so I put him on speakerphone and I said, I'm on the phone with Bria too. Bria's my girl best friend. And so he was like, oh, okay, you know, cool. And he knows that Bria and Z do not get along. So at that point, I told him, I'm on the phone with Bria. You know, you're on speaker. Like, you know, so he proceeds to talk. So as he's talking, he's like, yeah, I don't know. They was going through something. And he was like, yeah, she did. Fuck, I keep saying her name. So he was like, oh, so he knows that she's on the phone and stuff, and so he's talking about Z, and he's like, oh yeah, Z, she does this, she does that, da 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 da. She's I don't even know what he was saying. I don't know what they were going through, but whatever, he's talking. So then Bria's like, oh, I didn't know that Z and Ham were talking, and I was like, child, I don't know what they're doing, and I don't care. But then she was like, but I think that I did know or something. I don't know. She was like, I didn't know, but then she said something like, oh, but I think I did know. I think that somebody had said something about it or something. I was just like, oh, okay, you know, whatever. So then at that point, me and her got off the phone, you know, we wasn't talking no more. So then I was talking to Z. I was talking to Z and I was on FaceTime with her, and I was just like, you know, we was just talking, having a normal conversation. And then I had just brought up just because we was just talking. So yeah, me and her, we're just talking, just having casual conversation. And so then I brought up, I was like, yeah, you know, I don't know how Bria knew that you and him were talking or something, but you know, we was talking about it today. And so then she was like, how did she know? And I was like, I don't know. She said that somebody had told her, but she didn't remember. And so then Z was like, because and now I have to explain the whole situation behind this. So basically, Z and Bria have a mutual friend named Nancy. I'm gonna call her Nancy. So Nancy is messy, and she goes back and she tells Z Bria's business, and she tells Bria Z's business. And so at a point in time, Z was just like, I don't care, but I feel like you're telling my business. Like, if you're telling me her business, you're probably telling my business to her. But also Z found out that Nancy was telling her business not only to Bria, but she was telling her business to other people, right? So at that point, she was just like, okay, you know what? I don't want to be your friend anymore because you're doing too much and you're messy. So at this point now that I have said, oh, you know, I don't know how she knows, but she knows. In which I shouldn't have even said anything, because even though I said it in casual conversation, it makes me seem like I'm being messy. And I genuinely was not trying to be messy, like, at all. So, she's like, oh, well, I'm about to tell her, like, to stop telling my business and da-da-da-da. And I told her, I said, Z, don't do that. I'll ask Bria who told her, and then it can be done from there. I said, but don't do that. And then she was like, Sienna, did you tell her? Because, you know, if you did, I won't be mad. And I said, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I'll ask her if I did, because I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember telling her, but if I did, I did. And so I was like, I don't know. Just let me ask her before you even do all that. So I told her not to say nothing to Nancy. She goes and she messages Nancy, and she's like, I don't know why you're telling my business and da 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 da. I didn't want nobody to know and da 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 da. And she called her and all that stuff. So, mind you, Nancy is with Bria. So Bria messages me and she's like, why did you tell about me knowing that she talks to Ham when Ham was on the phone talking stuff about her? I think I said her name again. Anyway, this is what I was leaving it out. Okay, so she's like, and you know that Ham was on the phone talking about her, and I was just like, bro. Yes.
So these are the after effects of my grandma coming in and asking me all these questions, y'all. Like, you gotta love her, but man, she's always on a roll when I'm filming. She just gotta come in here and ask me everything on her mind.
So, she just made me lose my train of thought. Oh, so Bria messages me and she's like, oh yeah, she was like, why did you tell Z that I know about her and Ham when Ham was on the phone talking all this stuff? And then I told Bria, I was like, look, I literally told her not to go and run and tell all that stuff, because basically she was telling that, you know, she's spreading her business and da 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 da. And I was like, I told her not to do all that because it makes it look like I was being messy when I genuinely was not being messy. Now, mind you, I told Z, like, that night, I said, Z, like, because now you're making it seem like I was being messy, bro. And I literally was not being messy. And I genuinely did not mean for it to come out messy. Like, I just didn't know. And so then at that point, like, for the rest of the night, like, it was me, Z, and my cousin Cautious, and we're all on FaceTime. And so at that point, I was just quiet because I was just like, bro, like, because now, me just thinking in the back of my head, like, now you're making it seem like I'm messy. Like, people probably like, oh my gosh, like, this is a lot of drama. And I don't do drama. I don't do drama. I don't like drama, bro. Like, it's too much. Like, other people's drama, I'm invested because that has something to do with me, right? Not invested, but, you know, I'm laughing, like, period. But if I'm in some drama, bro, I'm shutting down, bro, because that's not fun to me. Like, being involved in drama is not fun. It's annoying. So now I'm just not even talking because I'm just like, I'm all in my head and I'm just like, bro, it's too much. It's just too much because I'm not even the messy one. Nancy is the messy one, but now it's a picture being painted that no, it's Tiana's the messy one, right? So I just was like, you know what? I'm done. So at that point, that night, that's a Saturday, right? That's a Saturday. That night, I decided, you know what? I don't want to be Z's friend anymore because it's too much drama. It's too much mess. Throughout the couple of months that I've tried to be your friend again, I've had nothing but stress and anxiety in my life, and I can't do it anymore, right? So Tuesday, I call Bria and I tell her everything that I've been going through. Mind you, because I know that Z and Bria do not get along, I didn't tell her nothing about what's going on with me and Ham and Z. Out of respect for Z, because I'm not messy. I'm not. Like, contrary to popular belief, only her thinking I'm messy. Like, girl, I don't do the mess. I don't do the drama. So this whole time, I ain't told Bria nothing. So I finally vent to my friend and I'm just like, bro, look, this is what I have been going through for the past couple of months because of this girl. And so she's like, wow. And I was like, yes, bro. And I just haven't told you because, one, I know that y'all not cool. Two, you know, I'm not even trying to put fuel on that fire. I ain't trying to egg that, none of that on. And, you know, like, it wasn't that serious to me. But now I don't want to be her friend no more. And I said, and I was like, that whole thing on Saturday, bro, I genuinely was not trying to be messy. And I asked Bria, I said, did I tell you that her and him was talking? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And if I did that, I did that. I will 100% take ownership of that because I don't care. If I was the one that told you, I told you. But again, I was not saying that trying to be messy, bro. So at that point, right, me and Bria talked Tuesday. Wednesday night, I mean the nighttime, it's like 11 or 12 at night, bro. I get a text message and it's from Z, and guess what it said? So me and you not friends no more? Baby, I freaking died laughing, bro. I was freaking weak. So I immediately texted Bria and I said, yeah, so whoever you told what we talked about yesterday, they went and told Z, and now Z's texting my phone. You know who she told? She told Nancy. She told Nancy, and Nancy went back to Z and told Z everything, in which I don't care because I had already made up my mind, bro. Like, if I don't want to be your friend no more, I don't want to be your friend no more, and I don't have to tell you that I don't want to be your friend. I'm just not gonna talk to you. That was Saturday. I didn't talk to her until Wednesday when she texted me, and she texted me, so we're not friends no more, and I told her no. And then she was like, well, why? Girl, I've been going back and forth with you with this whole Ham situation, and you're like, you're mad, you're then you're okay with it, then you're not. Like, it's a freaking roller coaster, and I'm done with that. And then on top of that, it's just this whole business with the whole thing with either in 15 minutes. Ah, somebody's coming. Okay, no. No, but freak, what was I saying? Oh, the whole back and forth with him. And in this whole situation, I told you not to go and blow the roof off and make this a whole big thing. You went and did that, and she was like, but you know me, you know I can't just sit on nothing. Da, da, da. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's just not fine for me. I'm not gonna participate in none of that. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of the mess. I don't want to be a part of the drama. So now, at this point, now she's telling me I'm messy because I went and told Bria what happened. Baby, how am I messy? This happened to me, and she was like, you don't need to be telling my business. It's my business too. I'm involved. And in the whole time that I was involved, I did not tell Bria because I knew that y'all are not friends. But now that we are no longer friends, I no longer have no loyalty to you. I'm telling her because no. So then I go and I tell Ham's ex. And so at this point, I told Ham's ex everything that happened. And this girl is so freaking messy, and I don't mess with her either because y'all love the mess, y'all love the drama, bro. I don't do that. So I told her everything that happened, and so she goes and she messages the girl, and I don't know what she meant. I said the name. She goes, she messages Z, right? She messages Z, and I don't know what she said. All I know is she called me and she was like, oh my gosh, she messaged me talking about some. So I'm like, what? So she's talking about, I don't know, going on a whole spiel about the girl Z then added her, Nancy's sister, all in a group message, going back and forth about something. And then I was just like, what? And so then I'm telling Ham's ex, like, send the message in the group message that she sent the first message. And she was like, I'm trying to find it, but she got me blocked, so I can't see it no more. Da, 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 da. So she's lying, obviously, because if you was blocked, you wouldn't be able to send no messages at all, and you wouldn't be able to see none of her messages at all. So obviously she messaged her first, and she's just trying to freaking, I don't know, bro. It was just so messy. It was just so much going back and forth. And basically, you know, like, at first I was entertaining it, and I was just like, girl, if I wanted him, me and him would be together, like, you know, you know, like, just being messy. Like, obviously, like, that's not true, but it's just like, I was just like, I'm not finna keep going back and forth with you about nothing. So at that point, I just said what I said, and I was just like, girl, I don't care. And then I let it go. But then my sister, she always rah for me. So she was like, give me the phone. And I was just like, child, you can have the phone, because I'm not finna keep going back and forth with this girl about nothing. I'm not messy. I do admit I should not have said anything about that. I just shouldn't have said, I didn't know, like, I should just keep my mouth shut. But I will tell you, I will never be like cool with people who are not like cool, like that. It was too messy, it was too much, it was just that was very much a drag, and I won't be doing that ever again. But yeah, that's a part of what I was going through last year, y'all. Like, I was literally going back and forth with this girl over my best friend, bro. And you know what's so funny? To this day, her and him still talk, right? They still talk. And she literally, like, gets upset about me still. Because my best friend tells me But what she doesn't understand is I will always be his best friend. Like, you will like you're either gonna have to accept that or you're gonna have to just leave. Like, and he's not my only boy best friend. Like, y'all know Charles, my other boy best friend. Like, I have several boy best friends and they all have women, and their women don't care because they're secure enough to know that even though all it is beautiful and gorgeous and just amazing, we don't like each other. We're not going to be together, bro. Like, people can be friends and just strictly friends. Like, it's not that hard. It's not a hard concept. But I don't know, child. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this situation in the comments down below, y'all. Like I said, I was messy. I definitely shouldn't have said that. Even though I didn't mean to come off messy, I just shouldn't have did that. Like, period. Like, you just don't do that. But definitely a lesson learned. I ain't friends with that girl no more. But she do be having her best friend check my Snapchat. And I know because my best friend told me. Let me stop, y'all. But girl, just a whole mess. Like, girl, if you got the man, just go move on with life. It's not that serious, you know what I'm saying? But beyond me, like I said. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this video in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and blue hearts are true hearts.